All right, folks, good morning. It is February the 17th, just after 7 a.m. These are our trades from yesterday. So we opened puts in FUBO, GDX. We added another call, and I'm going to spend a majority of the time talking about this call here in Kroger. And then we rolled a UVX credit spread for credits. Okay, let's get into these FUBO and GDX puts. So FUBO. So yesterday we had most of the premium taken off here on this one. And so we went ahead and sold this 9. I would love to buy, have my cost basis at 9 for FUBO shares. So we have decent, $1.50 right now down, but we got 31 cents of credit in this. We'll either let this expire worthless or let it get assigned. Same concept in GDX here. We were pretty good and well in the money here on this credit. And so when we get to this space, we have two choices, right? We can either buy another 100 shares and sell another covered call for the next week, or we can sell the cash secured put. Or if you're like me and using a margin account, you can just sell the put. I think for the wheel strategy and for most people that are using the wheel, they consider that cash secured. And that's one of the reasons why I have my cash and sweep vehicle, but also my margin balance and margin equity noted over there. So I can kind of keep in mind of how much margin I am using. But this is a single, and we'll run the wheel on it if it gets assigned. Otherwise, we'll continue to sell these out of the money puts and try to collect the premium there. Now, Kroger is a more interesting trade. Okay, so Kroger, we have essentially gotten all the premium out of Kroger. Okay, so 3 cents over 3 days. Not exactly where I want to be in regards to the amount of money I'm collecting. And so we also have a pretty massive movement. I think my cost basis on Kroger's right at, well, let's figure it out, 46.0073. So right at 46 cents. And if you want to round up, $46 and a penny. And so we sold the 47. And so what we did here is we went ahead, and my bias is that this is going to expire worthless, right? So this call is going to expire worthless. So I went ahead and I sold one a little bit closer at the money, okay? A little bit closer at the money. And I sold that for 29 cents. That's for next week. So now the way that this trade is structured, and we can go to Kroger, you can see here that my profit diagram, just thinking about what we have is pretty small, but this is the profit diagram without the call next week. And so you can see I'm down about $125. But then when we add the other call here in Kroger, we're taking in additional credit. And so now I brought in a total of 60 cents of credit against this $46 price. So I brought in about 1.5% of the total amount of money that I have invested in Kroger, right? And so we know that Kroger will eventually come back. We know that at some point it's going to, and I'm going to take this off for 1 minute, at some point these shares are going to get called away. The goal is to collect a bunch of premium, right? The goal is to collect a bunch of premium while we wait for this, okay? While we wait. And, continue to add money to our accounts via this premium selection. Okay, and so this is the trade. Is this a little bit riskier than waiting until Friday? Absolutely. But I also don't necessarily think we're going to get to 47 between now and Friday, which is tomorrow now. We are gapping up just marginally here in the security. This gets us closer at the money. So now if the if we were to end above next week if we were to end above 46, excuse me, it's early this morning. If we were to end above 46 next week in Kroger, I would make $60 on this trade, right? $60 or 1.5% for holding over 2 weeks, which is 0.75%. Annualized, you're going to be looking a little bit less than 50% on this particular amount of money that we have invested. So you could still, in theory, get approximately $2,000 even doing trades like this, right? And so against the 4,600 that we've paid. So that's the trade. That's exactly why we did what we did. If you have any questions on kind of this tad bit more riskier approach to the covered call, please reach out. If you have any questions on the GDX or the FUBO cash secured puts, please reach out as well. Otherwise, we will see you in the Discord channel.